Trump backing off on tariffs. That's the big news. Nvidia's up 5%. So is Tesla. Those are the two most active stocks. Dun & Bradstreet up 3%. Palantir up 7%. Intel up 5%. Amazon up 7%. Supermicro up 13%. Most actives. Enliven Therapeutics up 12%. So a lot of stuff that is up today. We have minimum market cap set at 500 million. If I reduce that to 50 million, Rezolute, our stock pick, is the second highest performer today, up 35%. And a whole bunch of gold stocks. Tesla's traded 6 billion. Trading is kind of light. Our portfolio is down. The lowest value we've had for this portfolio since we started. A lot of shorts. Yeah, Rezolute did an offering with their positive news. So do you guys want to look at Rezolute? Big deal for Rezolute. They did not want to increase the sample size for this trial. A lot of people thought it was going to happen. But it is not going to happen. So the company also needed to raise money. 𝗓𝗏𝗃, their drug for congenital hyperinsulinism. 130 new patients a year. Interesting. What are they going to charge for that? $1 million? What do you guys think they would price this drug at? Potential life-saving drug for children. 600K sound right to you? JS, sorry, you suck, dude. You shorted INMB and you lost money? Oh, that's too bad. I mean, you certainly don't want to judge somebody's picks on one day. I mean, that doesn't make sense. Baggy tendencies. Oh, look at D-Wave up 10%. China, we're back. We're going to give China a break. I was just kidding. Howard Lutnick, you're done. Lutnick, it's over. You told me to do the tariffs. You embarrassed me. You made me look stupid. It's a very hard thing to do. I am brilliant. It's interesting. Biologics don't go generic. They have biosimilars, right? And then the biosimilar companies only really target billion-dollar drugs. No, I want 𝗙𝗏𝗃𝗧𝗜𝗢 to win. Of course we want 𝗙𝗏𝗃𝗧𝗜𝗢 to win. It's just like who was the big, does anybody even remember who's the big Sava baggie that used to come in here? Yeah, Investor, right? Was it Investor? I don't even remember, right? We don't remember. There were a bunch of cassava bag holders that would come here and try to convince us they were curing Alzheimer's. You remind us of them. 𝗙𝗏𝗃𝗧𝗜𝗢, do you know what stock price cassava is now? I'm just saying, don't be like that. Biotech investor? No, I thought biotech. Yeah, there's two biotech investors, so I don't want to get that confused with. But yes, I think it was bio investor. It was the first time he was investing in biotech, but he named his account bio investor. Oh no, brother. Yeah, there's two biotech investors. There's one who knows biotech really well, and then there was a guy who was doing it for the first time. I don't see how they don't. That's what I was asking. Like, what's the right price? I think it's pretty rough. It's a pretty rough disease. I mean, you're a baby that can't. He's gonna die without it. So, Claude is not better than OpenAI. Don't you ever say that again. I gotta make the numbers work. A27. If the numbers don't work, then I'm the bag holder. I don't want to be a bag holder. I'm never gonna be a bag holder. Okay, 500K it is. It's always a little. They always go a little higher than you want. They're not you want, but you expect. I recommend you use leverage for truly spectacular returns, bro. What's wrong with you? Okay, so Rezolute, man, we still got a double in this stock potentially. I'm gonna buy some more. I like the fact that they don't have to size up this trial. You know the trial's gonna work. So let's see what we can do here. Well, let's see what we got going on anyway, because I do want to increase this position here, QBTS. I think a max position there for now, for getting an eye on Q. I'd like to, like I said, I don't want to take too much risk without building up a profit cushion. But yeah, I wish I had more Rezolute. You guys wanted something relatable. What else did I want to do? There was something else I wanted to trim or add. So we're short. The three quantum stocks are our biggest shorts. INMB, which we spent a good chunk of time on yesterday. I think I'm going to grow this short too. The other quantum stock there, AVXL and Capper. These are, I mean, what's nice about these, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, my 7 biggest shorts are all zeros. So I'm going to zero. You understand? Zero. Unicure is just a trade, as I pray and wait for it to become profitable. Raytheon strategy, Recursion could be a good short. That's up. I might want to size that one up. 𝗕𝗏𝗃 and that's it. Those are my shorts. Is there a short I'm missing? My goal is to try to grow the account 20 or 30% this year, to just show you, it's doable with a smallish account. Ideally, I can go up 100%. That's kind of my stretch goal. I am short INMB. Are you crazy? Any other shorts I'm missing? Oh, yeah. That's what I wanted to add. SLS. And maybe Webull. Thank you. Yes, SLS is good. No, we're short QUBT too. Anything that has a Q in it that's like quantum, we're short it. My man. 7%. Okay, we're filled. 380%. No shares available to short. All right, let's go with, oh yeah, Oklo's up, even though Sam resigned. I guess the spin is that now OpenAI is going to do a deal with them. But I don't know. Let's go to the longs now. How are our longs doing? We are in Thera Technologies, which is an M&A situation. All the longs are making money, predictably. Akira, which we made a big position yesterday. Rezolute, which we added to. NVIDIA. Novo, which is sort of a pairs trade that I don't want to be in. So we have about 20% of our portfolio long. 25%. So that's, sometimes we call it 25% long exposure. Now I'm going to add the shorts, and that is 28%, 29%. So 29 plus 25 is 54, which is 54% gross exposure. 29 minus 25 is 4% net exposure. This is hedge fund lingo. You understand? 29% short, 24% long. This is about as close to net neutral as you can get. Negative 5% net. Now I have a little bit of more beta, I think, on the short side. So this is probably in reality maybe negative 10 or 15% beta adjusted. But and then the gross is 54%, which means we've invested 54 cents for every dollar we have, which is pretty comfortable level. Most people want to do higher. In fact, a lot of hedge funds are kind of the 130-30 structure. So they're long 100% and they're short 30%. So they're net long 100%. So they basically have the same beta as the market, but they have 60% sort of chance for alpha, but they're going to add a lot of beta. A lot of funds I know are more like, they run around anywhere between 100% and say 150. And they're not net neutral, most of them, but they might be like 100% long and 50% short for net 50. 150 gross, 50 net. So ask yourself what are your numbers. If you're long only, I don't know, be careful because the market's gonna probably tumble. Then we have our market maker. The short book of the market maker is treasuries are not a position. Treasuries are just cash, unless you're short them. I think HIMS could double. Yeah, I think you can short IonQ in front of earnings. Before, during, and after, yeah. Yeah, this news from Rezolute is pretty important. I think it's pretty bullish. Fartcoin is red. That's a leading indicator. All right, let's take a look at some of the quantitative stuff. Do you ever have that feeling you have too much going on? You got to simplify your life? Okay, so let's see. Our system looks something like this.
Order filled. Order cancelled.
These are all the stocks it's trading. This is a list of
order filled.
The stocks that the market maker is trading. This is a pretty small account, so let's see. Yeah, this is an automated trading system.
Order filled.
It's a systematic trading strategy, quantitative trading strategy. Do not call it a bot, okay? Make sure you sign up. Go to 𝗕𝗏𝗰𝗀𝗇𝗏.com. I have a new stock in the mix. I'm always adding new stocks, so I added Cisco as well, and MasterCard. Some of the numbers weren't adding up because I added a few more instruments to trade. Netflix is also now on the list. Added RTX as well, and SNY, PMO,
order filled,
TMUS, and Verizon. So got about 50 stocks in the portfolio of automated trading.
Order filled.
This is a bigger portfolio.
Order cancelled.
That's the automated trading portfolio.
Order filled.
The P&L for each position.
Order partially. Order filled.
Oh, there's another one.
Order partially filled.
I have to be careful because sometimes it'll add and subtract.
Order cancelled.
Like there's also Adobe.
Order cancelled.
So
Order filled.
51 stocks it trades. Oh, 52. There's Amazon. I am short Webull.
Order cancelled.
2 more here I forgot about. J&J and JP Morgan. So that's 54 stocks we are trading autonomously.
Order filled.
55. There's Coca-Cola as well. You can imagine all the longs are up, all the shorts are down. That's typical. There's another stock, Procter & Gamble, in addition to Progressive.
Order filled.
So 56 stocks. Trying to get it to at least 500 stocks. There's a lot of things I have to measure.
Order cancelled.
We don't have market impact yet, but commission and market impact are commission fees and market impact are all things that play into every quantitative strategy. Oh, there's another one. I forget. UNH.
Filled.
Yeah, we are. That's the goal. Cause. That's why we're doing this. That's everything I do. I'm doing for good health. This is just how many buys and sells. So you can see the buy and sell averages.
Order partially filled.
Yeah, D-Wave, good opportunity to get back in that trade. So they made a second system for sale. I don't think it's the. They're basically going to try to do SaaS with that box. Yeah,
Order cancelled.
I agree, James. I think some people would want to try it, but all right. So nice trade on Rezolute. I kind of want to buy Madrigal too, so maybe that's worth a buy. Yeah, a lot of there's a whole bunch of these Chinese scams that are good shorts. I don't know if Viking is going to do a partnership. At this point, they should just go it alone. Yeah, let's look at the IonQ news together. IonQ, EQN. IonQ signs historic agreement with Toyota Tsusho. Remember, that's not Toyota Auto. It's a very different company. Japanese guys, they don't, they have no clue. They're just like, quantum computers sounds cool. No financial numbers here, even though it's a historic deal. Oh, they want to be a distributor. Got it. Well, the problem with the distributor is that you need some kind of end user. Yeah, the Bristol news is not good. I like PayPal, yeah. INMB, great short. Really near term, too. To me, that doesn't make any sense. You have good news. The value of the company is, say, $12. It doesn't matter if you buy it at $4 or $3.50. And obvious question corollary is, what if it never goes down? What if it goes to $7 and then goes down to $6.50? You're going to feel kind of stupid for not buying it at $4. Well, convertible arbitrage trading is a pretty simple strategy, and George isn't doing that himself. He's got hundreds of traders. No, you're definitely not getting GLP for free. Definitely not. That's the good news. Sunrise won't need more patience. It'll be interesting to see what happens with the new company, Mallinckrodt Endo, going public. In lots of industries, you sort of have these companies that are private and you're waiting to go public, and this is sort of one of them. I didn't get a chance to go over the quarter. We can update the model today. Well, my biggest long isn't moving. It's a merger arb deal, and I'm net short, so slightly net short. I mean, I'm glad Rezolute is up a lot, but HIMS is up a lot. So I got a couple going in my direction, but I also have, a bunch of shorts that are up. Like this QUBT is up 12%. This is a garbage company. I mean, it's like on a big update, all of your shorts lose you money and all of your longs make you money. Camber's closing? Wow. So that was Sarepta kind of did them in. Camber was down 30%. Camber had 2 down years recently. Wait, am I thinking of Camber? Oh, Camber's not. Hold on. Camber. No. Camber is not the same as Kasdan. I'm thinking of Kasdan. Kasdan is down 30 on Sarepta. Camber, I don't know what's going on with them. Yeah, Dubois, the guy named Steve Dubois, we crossed paths about 20 years ago. He was going to join a hedge fund. He was going to join our hedge fund, basically, and then he walked away at the last minute, decided he was going to do it by himself. Yeah, I thought he had done relatively well. Cormoran, she's very, very smart. I would not count her out. It is unfortunate, though. And then Kasdan is down as well. Yeah, I don't know him well. It was a weird situation. We're going to get seeded by this Tiger Cub. I just worked there anyway. There's this age-old question of, do you want to build the tools for the people digging for gold, or do you want to be a gold digger? Well, everyone wants to be a gold digger. Yeah, I'm always going to be digging for gold a little bit. But the question is, how are the gold diggers digging these days? That's an important question, because their digging methods do change. All right, let's look at Tesla. Got a lot of earnings to go through this quarter. So did they switched over to the new line? Is that the idea? I think the antitrust is just going to backfire. Capitalism has plenty of competition. Antitrust is a drag on our economy. It probably drags the economy 10 basis points a year. That's just a big waste of time for all these companies to sit and deal with these extortion artists. Lina Khan, what a misguided weirdo. She hates business. She's anti-capitalist. If you're a Lina Khan fan, this is not the channel for you. You got to go to the Young Turks, I believe, is probably what you're looking for. Yeah, I'm sure she is popular among communists and the Bernie Sanders crowd. But over here, we respect a company's ability to capitalize. That's the whole point of capitalism. I'll let them be liberal, that's fine, but it's not about liberal or Republican. It's about capitalism. Wow, these Tesla results are horrible. I want to say they're eating their lunch, and PayPal's still growing. Maybe Square's going faster, but Square has its own issues. Yeah, Elon's been talking about that a long time, but I do think it's coming. Not really, Joey. Antitrust has done nothing to America for the last 100 years. There hasn't been any single situation where antitrust has been useful. What did it do to AT&T? You know who said the biggest threat to capitalism, to free markets, was the merger of AOL and Time Warner? And it must be broken up. The FTC thought it was the biggest problem in history. These guys are clowns. Competition is so robust in the United States, you don't have to worry about it. It didn't do anything to Microsoft. Microsoft won that case. It's just a sad, misguided way for people like Elizabeth Warren to press businesses for more extortion. Oh, it's a nice company you got there. I don't mind if I take a couple billion out of that. Thank you. Yeah, now Lina Khan gets a job doing the same thing, advising the same people. And she won't be able to do for her clients. It's not like her clients are going to do any better because they have her. Microsoft's breakup didn't create anything. Microsoft missed search. Microsoft fumbled the bag on so many things. I mean, there's things I don't like about Trump and Elon, but and like I said, I was just explaining that I don't think the new guy, Ferguson, I don't think he's going to be that different. I smell deep state bureaucrat when I look at Ferguson. He's no different. Like A27 said, these guys are all doing the same thing. They're all trying to get big jobs at law firms, and they're done with this. Democrat, Republican, doesn't matter. They're just trying to live off the land. I believe that a company has the right to be so good that their competition has no idea what to do. And guess what? That's what Facebook is. Until TikTok came around. So how has it been a monopoly if TikTok can come around and take 30% market share like that? That's not a monopoly. That's just a company with a great product. Could have easily been on its way to taking everything. You think there's any stickiness? Is there a moat? Is there essential facility, to use a legal term, to Facebook systems? No, anybody can make a business like that tomorrow. Apple's not a monopoly either. These companies have to fight. I don't care. D-Wave's a complete zero. I love D-Wave. I thank God every day for D-Wave. I lost a landmark case against the FTC. So yeah, I don't think there has to be antitrust. Capitalism figures out a way. You can't figure out a way to beat the current guy. Get smarter. Technology and innovation allow you to do that. AI is going to destroy the concept of a quote unquote monopoly. So that, you're talking about NP hard problems. They're still NP hard. And Wojtek, yeah, I mean, there is nothing special about a so-called annealer that will allow, it can't change complexity classes. It's just a processing speed question. Although there's no proof yet. But if D-Wave could point out an algorithm where they get a quantum speed up, that'd be impressive. Well, that's, GGM, I mean, that's the opposite. That's unions. Unions have the monopoly. But liberals love unions. I don't think true monopolies are bad. You guys don't understand. I love making money. You know what one of my favorite pictures is? Here's these guys, they're fat, they got swords, they're elite. See how cool they are? And here, look at these guys. That's you guys giving us the bag. Who do you want to be in this picture? Look at these bag holders here. IonQ, Rigetti. Each bag's got different. It's cassava, collected. I don't care what this cartoon. I know. I understand. Here's some more quote unquote robber barons. Vanderbilt, Gould, crazy money. Look at these guys. Man, push my boat. Let's go. Come on. Everybody in the Springer Discord. Every Robinhood customer. Yeah, that term bootstrap was, so we're modern day robber barons. The simulators. I love it. Oh, great simulator. If it's cooking you mentally, you should probably stop taking it. Finasteride a weird drug. It's a little hard to explain sometimes. Yeah, so I don't know if you guys want to, how you want to do this, but let me show you a chart of the last, what is this, 5 years of Tesla's auto sales. And again, you know, it sort of shows you why the auto business is not such a great business. There it is. Doesn't mean it can't resume, but it kind of tells you these are quarterly revenues. This is 25 quarters. The last 25 quarters. It's just strictly auto revenue. I don't know what to tell you. It's a very weak reading at Q1. See, you know, I want my son to be the fattest robber baron of all time. But, you know, he'll still have a heart. You know, if a little kid wants a nickel or something, he's got to be like, here you go, buddy. Don't spend it all at one place. Bing. This is like 40 years from now. It's like, this is what my dad gave me. Now you need to turn this thing to $1 quadrillion like I did. Rich kids do often lack drive. That's why me and my wife, we're going to act as poor as possible. Homeless for 2-3 years. Just to teach the kid how to strive and grind. Dad, I'm tired of working the land. I want to play Roblox. Reefs, that's a good question. I mean, there's not a lot of action in those industries, but, you know, stocks do get under and overvalued. Usually you got to hold those stocks 6 months, 12 months, something like that. We're working hard. I never like it when a company changes. Oh, yeah, they changed their net income to go up, and then they reduce it in digital assets. So this is because of crypto. Everything looks good. Everything looks according to plan. On algorithmic trading, you know, it's constantly a work in progress. So there's a, you know, you got a little bit of a chicken and egg where you got to improve the system, but you also have to test the system. So in my opinion, the best way to test the system is just to run it. That's not what most people do or think. Most people are not good at what they do. So I have it set to a very low leverage level, but yeah, it's traded multiple times the amount of money in the account already. So I don't love every trade it's made, but, and yeah, I'm doing this for Godel users. I'm not doing this really for myself, although I will use it myself, of course, but this is designed for the Godelians. Source code, posted offering. We're going to try to do it all. We're also going to try to, we could be doing a futures thing soon where we trade some futures, and that could be some pretty entertaining stuff right there. Of course there's strategy behind it. It'd be funny if it was one of those FTX bots, random number. They literally had a rand in their code. Yeah, what position should we do? Just guess. Okay, are you sure about that, Mr. Bankman? Yeah. Random's good enough. Okay. I don't know if that makes sense, Mr. Bankman. I hate to challenge you on this, but I don't know if that's going to get us alpha. I mean, they had some smart people there that were doing some smart things, not